Welcome back, anybody. I don't know if there's anybody out there, but some of you might return, and if you're new to the channel, you should bail out now while you have a chance. Anyway, I found this hemlock log that was left over from last fall, and I decided that now would be a good time to mill it since I don't have anything else to do, and it's a beautiful day. It's almost 60 degrees here, although you can see in the background we still have a little bit of snow. I should probably have measured the log and told you the length. I don't know what the length is, but it's approximately 14 inches in diameter on the small end and 16 on the other end. Now the way it's set on the mill right now, the large end is on the operator side, small end on the other end. So we have the log on backwards, so don't think I forgot. I've done it like this on purpose. As I've mentioned before, I prefer to have the log on the mill with the small end facing the operator, but again, in this case, we're going to reverse things. Frankly, because this isn't a perfect world and not all logs are going to be able to be put on the mill the way you want. So I've got it on this way so that we can run through the whole deal like we did before, laying it out and what the plan is and so on and so forth. And then you can see that you can work from both ends of the mill. It's just more difficult to work from the opposite end from the operator because there's a lot of traveling involved and a little bit more measuring. So I guess what we ought to do is get started on this and take it from there. Okay, as I mentioned, this end of the log is approximately 14 inches in diameter, give or take a little bit. It's actually 14 by 15, but for reference, we're just going to say that it's a 14-inch log. Other end, as I mentioned, is 16 inches in diameter. From bunk to pith is 8 inches here. And bunk to pith down there on the operator end is 8.5. So we're going to raise this end up half an inch. I think I may have overshot on that because as this end went up, the other end went down. We're 8.5 there. And we're here. So this thing about 8 3/8 and about 8 1/4. So as they say in the trade, I'll buy it. All right. Now it's not going to go too far. Tape measure. Okay, I'm going to be cutting 4/4 material out of this. And what I want to do is a good milling job, as far as I'm concerned, is where I end up with 4 slabs, good usable lumber, and a little bit of edging, and that's all. Nothing where you've cut a slab up here and then you had to cut down here to get more boards and so on and so forth. So whatever I can get out of here, I'm going to. Since this is a 14-inch diameter log, I'd like to figure out what the square cant size is. Does anybody remember the formula? Square root of the diameter squared divided by 2. Or we take the diameter, 14, and we multiply that by 0.7. And what we end up with, since I use my calculator right here, we got 14 times 0.7 equals 9.8. So we have a 9.8 inch, roughly a 10-inch. what I'm finding is whenever we run into a knot, even a small knot like this one right here, or these here, especially the big ones like that, I'm finding that we have a bit of a hump. So we're hitting these knots, and again, the cant is frozen, and frozen knots are even doubly hard. So that's making it a little difficult, but this is only going to be for shelving, so it really doesn't matter to me whether these things are perfect or not. right, this is the scrap we've got. Have 4 slabs and a small number of edges, and that's all we got. Now, as far as the lumber, sorry about running the video across here. I hate people that do that, including me. This is what we've got for boards. Right there. Some have a little bit of wane, some are not perfect because they were frozen. And it looks like I need to make an adjustment on my saw blade height because I don't think that it's exactly what it's supposed to be or what it reads off the bunks. So anyway, we're done, and I got to get this mess cleaned up and put everything away before it gets dark. Thank you very much.